welcome in our Facebook audience. Sorry about the delay there. We do not have the countdown tonight, only because there's so many different things happening so fast that I didn't get the chance to start it. The phones are absolutely blowing up. People keep signing up. It's a good problem to have. All kinds of activity. We're getting ready to go to Paris. It's going to be unbelievable, but we are about 60 seconds away from the start of our corporate update call. I just want to hop on, let everybody know that the call is working. I know that sometimes if you get the dead air there too long, people are like, my sound's not working. The whole thing's not working. So yes, the whole thing's working. We have sound. We are just a few seconds away from officially getting started. We have our master of ceremonies here with us, Mr. Mike Oliver.
Can you hear me, Todd?
He's going to Paris with us. He's going to be there leaving Sunday night. Going to be there all week. And Mike, to get you there, you are.
There we go. How you doing, Todd?
And if you can hear me, Mike, maybe it's you, maybe it's me. I don't have sound. Oh, you know what? It's me.
Okay.
I got the wrong headset on. I'm like, Mike, I can't hear you. Where are you? I got the wrong headset on.
That was funny, man.
Mike, it's not working, buddy. So anyway, again, no time to do the countdown tonight. Again, people are signing up. It's absolutely crazy, Mike, what's going on. Everywhere you go, you can feel the momentum. You can feel the energy. You can feel the excitement. A lot of that is what has spawned out of our event that we did exactly a week ago in New Orleans. And of course, we have another one coming up in Paris, France. We'll have our Sion founder talking about all of the things that are going to be happening there, from the training to the Louis Vuitton experience, all kinds of great stuff. I don't want to steal his thunder even for a second. Tonight, we got a couple of great guests on here from Renithia, and obviously everybody's favorite TJ boss, Thomas Flowers, going to be in the house. Both of them are getting ready to rank advance. Pretty incredible, Mike. So great things are happening. But as we do every single week, I want to get this over to you, Mike, because obviously the most important thing we do is honor all of you, recognize all of you who've been out there taking the correct action steps, been rank advancing, demonstrating that people are winning every single day, every single week, every single month here at Travorium. So, Mike, by the way, are you fired up about France?
Yes, definitely fired up. And
you're taking your granddaughter, right?
Yeah. I wasn't supposed to say that, but I am. Anyway, I am excited, and it's great to see Ronitha there. Great to see her smiling face, and I'm glad that Mr. Flowers is with us tonight. And I just wanted to make one announcement too, Todd, before we get started with the rank advancements. Just wanted to remind everybody that we've extended our double fast start bonus until next Sunday, the 7th, August 7th. So you can earn double bonus money on every travel membership that you sell. So you definitely want to get out and take advantage of that. Build your team and make some extra money at the same time.
By the way, if I were you, I'd be blasting everybody. Man, double bonuses have been extended for 7 days. Are you kidding me? Right. And so obviously a lot of the activity we have, Mike, were because of the double bonuses. By the way, I saw some people saying hi. Alicia, by the way, congratulations to you. She just got married. Happy birthday, Mr. Daryl Roberts, to you. But Mike, back to you.
Okay, thank you very much. And, as I like to do at the beginning of each new month, I like to give a little summary of the past month. And in July, we had 72 new directors. And if you're brand new, and we do have a lot of brand new people here at Travorium, if you're brand new, you might be saying, Mike, what is a director? Well, that's the first step on the rung, or the first rung on the ladder of success here at Travorium. And just 3 people, either 3 partners that have decided to partner with you in business, or 3 customers that want to take advantage of our unbelievably great product, our travel product. If just 3 join you in either one of those categories, you are now a director, and your business expense, monthly business expense, has been taken care of. You're making as much as your outgo, and so you're now at the starting blocks on the track, and you're ready to start running and making some money. So we had 72 people that went out and found 3 that thought like them or wanted to take advantage of our fantastic travel product, Todd. And so we had a really good month in July. And I might say this too: July is the month that a lot of people in our industry take off. They go on vacation, and And so in most other businesses in this industry, the people have to hound them. Don't go on too many vacations. Stay home and work. Stay home and work. But with Travorium, we encourage people to go on vacation. We encourage them to travel because that's how we promote our business and that's how we grow it. So it's just really great when you think about it, how cool it is to be out building your business by traveling. You know, and you look at some of our ambassadors and the lifestyle that they have, and they're out traveling from one place to another for 6 months at a time, and their businesses are exploding. So anyway, congratulations to our 72 new directors in July. And these here are just some new ones here just in the month of August. So way to go, everybody. And then the next step here at Travorium is what's called a one-star director. And we had 14 new one-star directors in July. But I'd like to congratulate right now. First of all, at that level, you're making between $400 to $700 a month, about $7,000 to $8,500 extra a year, besides your JOB income. And I'd like to congratulate Octavio Cordero, Enrique Treto, Dean Harvey, Joel Fair, and Tiffany Dubar. Congratulations to our newest one-star directors. And so way to go. And then, of course, the next step here is what's called a two-star director. We had 4 new two-star directors. Todd, you know, you and I have talked about this a lot, but I remember way back in the day when, you know, it was a big deal to get a new one-star director in 2 or 3 months, you know.
Exactly. Yeah. It was a huge, well, we had a 2-star vet, right, in Las Vegas. We would do that like every 6 months and bring in a handful of people that hit 2-star.
Yeah, that was a big deal. And we do that, you know, like you said, twice a year. And if we had 2 or 3 new ones, boy, it was a huge deal. Now we had 4 new 2-star directors in July. And at that level there, you're making between $25,000 to $35,000 extra a year here at Travorium. Now, of course, that's if you take advantage of all the bonuses that are available at that rank level. And you're also going to get a beautiful 2-star director ring. And we have those custom made for you to fit your finger, and they become a beautiful recruiting tool because they just really stand out. They're just really a beautiful award. And Mr. Hart, actually, there's one right there. Mr. Todd Strand is sporting his right now. Thank you, Todd. That's just a beautiful ring. And like I was going to say, Mr. Hart actually personally designed that ring. And so it becomes a great, powerful recruiting tool because whenever you're wearing that, people just go, wow, what is that? How did you get that? Were you? Yeah, thank you, Todd. Leadership, travel, 2-star, Travorium. It's just all over it, you know, and so it's just a great recruiting tool. And I'd like to congratulate again our most current 2-star, Mr. Carlos Nieves. Congratulations, Carlos. Great work. We know you'll be a 3, 4-star, and eventually an ambassador. And that is, we had in the month of July a brand new ambassador, and I know we celebrated Alicia last week, but we'd like to continue to celebrate this. It's such a big deal. This is the #1 lifestyle here at Travorium. It's second to none lifestyle. And I know that Alicia is out traveling the world right now as her business is being built. Man, she's been traveling with Melanie for how long, Todd?
Well, it's funny because I mean they're such an incredible story because you know they're best friends, they're partners. And when I first met them, they were in Australia. And so they lived in Australia for 6 months. And while they were in Australia, Melanie became an ambassador. Well, then Alicia started to build and they went back to France. So they were in France for 6 months. And then Alicia became a 3-star. And then they went and lived in Mexico for 6 months. And then, of course, Alicia became an ambassador. I mean, it's so since I've known them, which is less than 2 years, they've lived on 3 continents.
Wow. And they are truly what's called digital nomads.
That's correct. 100% unequivocal digital nomads.
Yeah, and they're building this life. I mean, they have the lifestyle, but they're building this legendary legacy of wealth, you know. And so it's just so neat to watch that the 2 of them do this. And I think this was her first experience in network marketing, wasn't it?
It is for both of them. In fact, Melanie has such an amazing story because she was working I lack the word, but you know, she says that I was working a crappy job. So she was working a crappy job.
Like most people.
Yeah, barely paying the bills. I mean, really crappy. I mean, she was living in an apartment, making hardly any money. And she just kind of on faith, said she saw this business, said, I'm going nowhere where I'm at. I decided to go for it. She did. And I mean, my gosh, between the two of them, you're looking at over $250,000 in income.
Wow. Amazing. Well, anyway, it's always exciting each week to present our newest rank advancements. And Todd, I appreciate you and all that you do here at Travorium. And thanks for always being there for everybody. And anyway, thank you for being there for me today. And anyway, I'm going to turn it back to you, my friend.
Well, Mike, before you go away here, I want to talk real quick, because you're obviously going on the trip with us, to Paris. And we got a ton of people going to Paris.
Sure.
I know that Pastor Mel's going to Paris, Ambassador Deborah Taylor's going to Paris. In fact, I got Dr. Phyllis on the Zoom right now. I didn't even ask her to be on tonight. I just happened to see her and grabbed her. I'm hoping she'll come on camera right now, and maybe she will. You don't have to. I didn't set her up to, but I'm hoping she will, because she's off on a trip tomorrow. She's leaving tomorrow for Greece. And then she's going to Paris. We got a pretty big crew from the United States going to Paris. We got people from Spain going to Paris. We got people from Argentina, people from Colombia, people from Chile. We got people from Morocco, Dubai. We got people from, Reunion and I mean, you name it. This is going to be an international affair that will have over 500 people there at this particular event. I don't think we can state this enough. And I think that Daryl and Maria probably do the best job of anybody articulating this, because they spent most of their career in travel companies. I mean, they are travel aficionados. Maria is a full-blown travel agent that books actual corporate things, corporate activities, started booking stuff for all the baseball teams. I mean, she's a full-on travel agent. And so they spent a life in this travel arena. And it's true that if you look at almost every company out there, there's only one exception to that rule, and that exception went bankrupt recently. But if you look at every company out there, they got a company full of people that are talking about travel, and nobody's traveling. I love the way that Daryl says it all the time. They got a company full of people that aren't traveling anywhere. And so it's like they're talking about it, but they're not actually doing it. Right. Because you got a bunch of people that a lot of times when they join a company like ours, sometimes they're just kind of struggling to pay the bills and working a job and trying to get ahead, and they're paying their monthly fee and trying to build their business. And at the end of all that, there's not like there's all this. So even though you get a discount, I'm not saying those programs don't have travel discounts. They do, but they still got to pay for the trip. And with us, your auto ship money, the same money you would spend anywhere else, accumulates in the form of points, so that at the end of it all, I have enough points to go on a vacation for practically nothing. And because I have all these points, and because I can go for practically nothing, mom and dad say, or the partners say, hey, you know what, let's go. And so the difference is not subtle. It's not just the fact that we have a much better deal for consumers. We do. Obviously, I can go join a company where I'm paying $50 to $100 a month in auto ship, and I'm not getting any points toward a vacation. All I'm getting is travel discounts. I mean, Mike, that's like the least exciting thing we do around here, right? All I'm getting is travel discounts. With us, you're earning points toward a vacation. So it's an infinitely better deal for the individual consumer. But culturally, as you have a company full of people that are traveling, which is what we have an entire company full of people who've gone to Dubai, who've gone to Paris, who've gone to New Orleans, who've gone to Cancun, who've gone to Cabo, who've gone to Montego Bay, who've gone to Punta Cana and Venice and Morocco and all the different places, right? People like, wow, my gosh, every time I turn around, these people are going places. I was literally on the phone today with Kayla Young, who works for the post office, has for 24 years, and she's trying to explain to someone she works with at the post office, she's leaving again. Are you okay? Oh, no, I'm fine. I'm just going on another vacation. Where are you going on? I go, tell her you're going to Paris. She goes, okay, well, I'm going to Paris. You got to be kidding me. I mean, I got to witness the whole thing, and she's trying to you still work here, right, Kayla? Because every time you turn around, she's gone somewhere on another unbelievable trip. And culturally, when you see an entire company full of people that are out there living their dreams, they're checking off the bucket list, right? I can go join some company where everyone's talking about it, or I can go join a company where everybody's actually doing it. And that's what we have happening here. That's what's happening for a lot of you that are tuning in tonight, or some of you are new, and that's what's going to be happening for you before you know it. Now, what I want to do is, I know we have our CEO and founder here tonight. We got some incredible guests here tonight, but I want to get it to our CEO and founder for all kinds of updates. Because again, we just came off the trip in New Orleans, which was unbelievable with the training. We have the trip coming up in France. I know we got updates on the travel site, updates on bonuses. So without any further ado, Mr. David Hart, an exciting time to be part of our company. We just went through what's supposed to be the slowest, or one of the slowest months in all of network marketing. And yet we got people that are absolutely bouncing off the wall, signing people up. It's incredible. And that's because of your vision, your leadership. I turn it to you.
All right, all right. Like I always say, it's always an honor to be on this call, sharing with our team from around the world, especially here in the United States, about all the great updates. Boy, and when there's some big sales, big momentum going on in Deborah Taylor's business here over the weekend. And congratulations, Deborah, on all the success that you're having in the company. Look forward to seeing you in Paris and taking in the Louis Vuitton experience and the night out with all the ambassadors. We're going to do a dinner cruise. I know that Ryan Vanderpool is like this close from getting that ambassador level 2 as well. And so good things are coming. And it's just a lot of exciting times. We do a lot of things a lot differently around here at Travorium. And I think it's because we built our business on 3 founding principles. The number 1 principle is that there has to be value within our service and our products. And we demonstrate that and show that every single time at every level. And then number 2, a compensation plan that the average person could win at, that's not set up and built, for just the big players. And our comp plan has that in it. People are finding success early in the plan. And then finally, that people do matter. And you can see that throughout the entire leadership and the organization, and that people do matter. So we build our business on those 3 founding principles. Now, I want to give you guys some news on the updates on our travel site. It's going as planned. Our goal is to have it back up and moving sometime tomorrow. And we've been transferring all the data. You can imagine the thousands of data points that have to be pushed over through a loyalty point, and then final testing. And once that's done, we will launch it. We'll send an email out to you guys, but it's going as planned. So just want to give you guys a quick update on that. So sometime tomorrow, it will come up and we'll send an email out to you. Let's see, what else? Look at my notes here. Todd, you talked about it earlier. We've been talking about it all over last weekend, is the world tour trainings that we're doing. So we have a world tour and we combined a training with it. And it's been magical. And the next big event that we're going to do that is in Cancun. So you guys definitely want to make plans to be in Cancun. It's worth the investment to be there. Platinums, after you apply your point, you can go as little as $399 for 2 people, all inclusive, all your food, all your drinks, doing your suite, incredible ambiance, going to get trained. You're going there for the reason to get trained to build a successful Travorium business. That means that event and that experience is a complete write-off. So I just want to let you guys know, get booked in. We are going to sell out. Rooms are limited, first come, first serve. So make sure that you get your plans in, you do that. Hey, up until August 7th. I will tell you this, at August 7th, it's done, it's over with. We invested a ton of money in the field, and we're excited to be able to do that, but all great things must come to an end. So make sure that you get a piece of that. It will not be extended again past August 7th. That is Sunday night at midnight Pacific Standard Time. So take advantage of that. You got the whole week in front of you. I know some of the leaders have done some really neat promotions inside that promotion to grow their group, because this business is all about building numbers of people And as you duplicate through numbers of people, your efforts become multiplied within that. So take advantage of that. And that's it. I mean, for updates, we can round robin back and forth, Todd, if you want to ask me some questions, but
a couple of things. I mean, number one, obviously we had that world tour in Cancun in 2019, and that was the first time that we had everybody, you know, at a resort, and it was incredible. It was a Grand Palladium. It was amazing. And then we also had, it wasn't even a full day training. We just kind of had a prep rally almost, if you will, for a couple of hours, or a few hours, but
sure.
People came out of there and it was just like, you could just see that there was magic in getting people on a world tour at an incredible location, all at the same time together. And then also providing just a little bit of motivation, training, instruction with it. And it just took things to a whole new level. Of course, then the pandemic happens. And so we've been doing the world tours, but without necessarily the training piece. And this is the first time we've actually brought the training piece back. That started in New Orleans. Obviously, it's going to be happening in France, and then now again in Cancun. And again, I cannot stress everybody enough. There is absolute magic in getting people to these types of venues. You're going to get to hear that tonight from Ronithia and Joanne Leake, and also Dr. McNeil that we have on here. But just if you don't mind, David, because the world tour in Paris is going to be kind of special. And maybe, and I know not everyone's an ambassador, not everyone's going to have this experience, but maybe kind of just walk through all of the different festivities that are happening, from Louis Vuitton, the cruise, the leadership event. I mean, the whole, kind of line out that whole itinerary, because it's pretty incredible.
Yeah, I think one of the first things that you have to pay attention to or look at is when you get a bunch of leaders that are all focused on their dreams, desires, their goals. They're building a big team. There's a synergy that comes together, and a enthusiasm and excitement that is generated by being around other winners. And that certainly was the case in New Orleans, and that's certainly going to be the case in Paris. But we start that event off where they're going to be private chauffeured in one of those big party buses down to Louis Vuitton. When they get to Louis Vuitton, of course, the whole thing is going to be videograph. Video will be made out of the whole event. And so they're going to get escorted into Louis Vuitton. They don't have to wait in line. And by the way, in Paris, it's a huge line that you have to wait to go into Louis Vuitton. So there's no line waiting. You go right into the room. They escort you into the private salon where all the big celebrities go to. And you got to understand that this Louis Vuitton sits in the Atoll area of Paris. And it's like kind of a higher end ritzy type, be like a Beverly Hills type scenario.
It's like Rodeo Drive.
Yeah. Chandelier, baby. Okay. And so they go in there, they go to the private salon. This is where all the celebrities go, right? And so they're escorted in there. What awaits them is champagne and drinks and those little, what do they call those little
macaroons?
Little macarons and some hors d'oeuvres. And we, talk a little bit and share a little bit. And then, of course, they have what's called shopping angels that's designated for each of the ambassadors. And they take the ambassadors out and we give them a $2,000 gift card to go buy their purse or their wallets or whatever they're going to buy. And then, of course, they get Miss Adela put together a beautiful, what are those called? Scarves, Louis Vuitton scarves. And, there's another $700 that's spent on them at that point too, as well. So once that's done, then they come back, they get a little break. The chauffeur takes them back. The party bus takes them back. And they have 2 hours to get ready to go on to the dinner cruise for the ambassadors. And it's the dinner cruise that we got for them is just first class. They're going to go down that river in Paris that wraps around. You see the Statue of Liberty. You've got the Eiffel Tower. Notre Dame. It's beautiful. It's an incredible cruise. It was one of the most enjoyable things that we did last year, Del and I as a couple, in Paris. And so that's
me and Gina too.
Yeah, and I got to tell you too, even you think, the French ambassadors are very excited about that trip, as well. So that's going to be a great time Lots of good stuff. And then, of course, the following day, you know, you get up and your world-class breakfast is included with the world tour. It's like out of this world, their breakfast that they have there. And from there, they're going to go into a leadership training, and we'll spend 2 hours and share some insight with them and vision about where we're headed with the company and the expansions plans that we have for Europe. And you know what? We are excited about where we're going as a company. I say it all the time, is that I feel like we're just getting started, like we just launched the company. And here we are in our 10th year, in the middle of our doing business here in our 10th year. We've cleared 9 years out. We're in the middle of doing business in our 10th year. And I feel like this is just the beginning. And that's the way I hope you guys feel as well, too. And then, so from that leadership event, then there's a break. And then that night, Friday night, a lot of the ambassadors have qualified for a special dinner. We're taken to a very exclusive restaurant for dinner on Friday night, and like 5-course, 5-star, over the top. And so that's going to be a lot of fun as well. And then Saturday morning, the event starts. So the Ignite Your Conference event, and that's where all of the top leaders in our company from France are going to be giving their insight and direction on how to build a successful Travorium business. So it's quite an event. And of course, around that, relationships are created, lots of fun. It's going to be a pretty amazing time. That's for sure.
Yeah, not to mention that you're in Paris, and I know for a lot of people it'll be your first time there. In addition to the Eiffel Tower, there's also the Arc de Triomphe. Notre Dame is still being refurbished right now, but there's a place called Sainte-Chapelle that you can go to. I think it was built in the 1400s or 1200s. It's a castle where the king and queen used to live. When you go into the church, it's like, oh my gosh, it looks like a movie set. It looks so medieval, but this is where they actually did church way back when. This isn't some movie set. This is real. The walls are literally 1,000 years old, but the whole thing is made of stained glass from the floor to the ceiling. I mean, it is unbelievable. So if you're going, put Sainte-Chapelle on your list. The dinner cruise that we're going on, you can buy tickets to lots of dinner cruises. It is absolutely amazing. When me and Gina did that, David, it was one of our favorite moments. I mean, because you're going down the river that goes right through the heart of all of Paris, and you can see all of the ancient buildings, all of the history. Notre Dame, as you mentioned, you end up at the Eiffel Tower. You get to see the other Statue of Liberty. Some of you may forget that the Statue of Liberty was given to us by the French. The other one lies in Paris. And so you'll get to see that. Of course, obviously a special meaning to anyone from America to see that. And so it's going to be absolutely incredible for everyone that's there. But also, if you become an ambassador, when you get to hear the lineup that the company's done. And I know some of you might be thinking, well, I'm not an ambassador. I mean, in fact, I'm just trying to get my 3. A lot of people were in the same place you were. I promise you, when Mr. David Hart got started, Mike Oliver, who was on here tonight, who did all the rank advancements, he went to Mr. David Hart's home for the very first presentation he ever did, as Mr. David Hart said, you know what, I'm not going in front of the room. I mean, so everybody has this start. The very first conference call I got on, I was so nervous. My tongue was tied. I stammered. I stumbled. I've invited countless guests on these types of calls over the past 10 years. I've never once, ever had anybody even be remotely as bad as I was on my very first call that I ever did. And so I promise you, even if you're like, man, I'm just struggling to get 3, if you just keep doing the right things, even when the wrong things are happening, eventually it's going to start to click. Like, okay, I'm getting it now. I'm getting it. And over time, you too will become an ambassador. And these are the kind of experiences you're going to get to have. So it's pretty incredible. By the way, I know that in addition, when we do get the site going live tomorrow, Mr. Hart, what kind of things can people expect as far as the upgrades go?
From a visual perspective or a user experience, it'll be like looking at Expedia.com. It's first class, multi-billion-dollar website, the feel and the look. And we're excited about this new upgrade too, all the new user experience features, the maps, the you'll just have to see it. So we're excited about the travel site, and of course, in the getaway platform, that we added the other weeks. We've enhanced that inventory, I should say, and that inventory, more than 100,000 more weeks available throughout the year, worldwide. So just more opportunities for people to use travel points and go places. So that's actually, and there's some incredible deals in there. On Saturday, I shared a few of those deals. We talked about some incredible resorts and one of my favorite places to travel to, which happens to be Cabo San Lucas. And so we shared some of those examples. And yeah, I was last week. I was on the phone with two separate people that are very affluent in the travel industry. One of them was the VP of a huge hotel franchise for North America, and he had asked me to explain the value that we have in our membership. And he was blown away as I started to articulate what was available, how you accessed it, what it cost. He said, David, he says, I have to tell you that what you're bringing to the marketplace is ridiculous in value. He goes, nobody's doing it like this. And so that just validated what we already knew, that we've got a great product. And then, of course, another gal, she's one of our suppliers, and she was an executive in the timeshare industry for a huge hotel chain in Mexico. And she and I, we broke down the value that we have, or the monthly cost of the membership. And of course, she concurred the same exact words. And that just validates what we already knew and what you guys are out there sharing with people. And sometimes you don't have to, it's important to remember, because somebody's telling you no, or you hear a little negativity or whatever the case may be, when you're sharing the opportunity, a lot of times people are just they're doing that because they don't know how to tell you, no, I can't do this, or they have their own challenges or beliefs that they're trying to overcome.
I'm afraid it may not work, or what will people think?
I'm afraid it may not work. I'm afraid I may not work. I'm afraid I may not know how to do it. I'm afraid of growth, all these things, right? And so they reach and grab for any excuse why they believe it's not a good product. They don't ever want to put the blame on themselves, but just know going in, great product to offer into the marketplace in the largest industry in the world, and everybody wants to do what we have, and you get to educate and show them how to do it, and no better place in the world than here at Travorium.
Hey, Bill, wait, how many, you gave a number, how many weeks in the form of getaways are we about to add?
100,000 weeks a year.
Guy, hold on. Guy, I want you guys to think about that number. Most companies don't even have what we have. They got nothing even close to what we have, and we're about to add 100,000 weeks that you guys can tap into for helping people go on this trip or that trip. I mean, having the inventory, again, we're doing stuff nobody's doing.
Yeah, let me clarify that, Todd, because I don't want people to get the misconception of when we make that statement. So an extra 100,000 weeks throughout the next 52 weeks of the year. That doesn't mean that you're going to go onto the website tomorrow and you can go count 100,000 weeks, right? But what that does mean is that throughout the next 12 months, the inventory that we currently have, we're going to add another 100,000 weeks, and it's throughout the whole year, right? So on Saturday, if you were on the training on Saturday, I showed a clip where in a 60-day window, just in the United States, there was more than 1,000 resorts available with weeks in the middle of September. So you don't have to oversell it. It is what it is, and it is great value, and just leave it at that.
Yeah, by the way, one other thing for everybody out there, we had a brand new gentleman that joined the business yesterday, Andres, and he was an engineer at Expedia. And so you can imagine the first thing he wanted to know was, hey, how do I go price compare, right? So, here he is, specifically asking me, hey, how do I go price compare to Expedia? Because he was an engineer at Expedia. So I took a little picture, said, hey, go here, just click on the travel site, sure. So he goes down there, right? Well, as you can imagine, like all of you already know, he's coming back to me like, oh my gosh, I've already compared, and you guys are beating Expedia by $50+ per night, loving it so far, right? I mean, a brand new guy, but I just thought it was cool. He was an actual engineer at Expedia. and he's blown away by our platform.
Hey, Adele and I, we've been on the road for the last 6 weeks. It's actually nice to be home. When did we come home? Last week ago? Tuesday. We came home on Tuesday. So we've been home 6 days, I guess. It's been nice to sleep in our bed for the last 6 days. But
yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. By the way, shout out to Eva, who just signed up, brand new rep, and a shout out to, I just had it. A shout out to Mark, who's about to go 1-star. So we got people out there that are moving, doing things, making it happen. Obviously, we got incredible events coming up, new upgrades happening, double bonuses. Hello, continued for another 7 days. I'd be blasting that out to everybody. I'll be putting a billboard up. Come get some of that Dave Hart money.
you guys they've killed it the last however since we've been running this bonus. I was looking at it today. It's unbelievable.
I love the way you said it earlier today, and he was totally saying it with total effects. He goes, "Man, you guys are killing me." The sales are just flowing in.
Oh, it's all good.
Everybody keep.
Hey, by the way, Todd, I just forgot too. So, I put a post out on Facebook, and it was a real post. And anybody that goes executive chairman by the end of 2024, you've got a Travorium blue Corvette coming your way.
Boom.
I had somebody instant message me on Facebook, and they said, "Hey, do you believe that there'll be people that reach out?" And I said, "Yeah, I actually think there'll be multiple people that hit that bonus by the end of 2024." And of course, they said, "Well, we know Todd's going to get it, but do you think anybody else is going to get it?" Well, you know what? I think we're going to have multiple people hit that.
Absolutely.
So it's probably going to cost me some cash right there, but you know what? More the merrier. Let's get it done.
Yeah, and that goes back to the point you made a moment ago. I don't know if people can ever quite fully grasp it. I know that we're in our 10th year, guys, but it takes companies a while to figure out the secret sauce. It took Starbucks 16 years to 17 stores. McDonald's 19 years to get to their first franchise. And you look at them today, they're everywhere. Well, it took us a while to get everything put in place. And we know that we got the secret sauce. How? Because we grew even during the pandemic. And so now it's just a function of making better tools, more trainings, more world tours, more leaders, more of you going to Louis Vuitton and doing the shopping experience. And we begin to spread like wildfire. Today is day one of the company. You're joining Starbucks back when they had just 16 stores. Hardly too late. We got 55,000 stores to go. The top income earners have not even joined the company. There's people that are not even in the company who will be getting one of those Corvettes Mr. David Hart just talked about. So what I want to do real quick, I want to get out of the way. I want to bring on a couple of our special guests. We got Thomas Flowers. We got Ronithia. They are the brother-sister traveling team. Both of them are about to rank up. I mean, Ronithia could practically sneeze. In fact, if I had to guess, she's going to be a 2-star within 24 hours. So I'm just going to congratulate you, Ronithia. 2-star director. Thomas Flower knocking on 3-star director. Thomas trained in New Orleans. Absolutely incredible. They're also both going to start participating in some of the corporate Zooms that we're doing throughout the week, doing some fireside chats, panels, things of that nature. But hey, Ronithia, I want to turn this over to you. I know you got a couple special guests on here with Joanne and Dr. McNeil and some things that happened there. So Ronithia, take it away.
All right. Thank you, Todd. It's an honor for even being on the platform. I want to thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Hart, for your heart for this business. And I can't go without saying happy birthday to my friend, Daryl Roberts. Love me some Daryl and Maria. So I wanted to say a shout out. And to all the other leaders that's on the platform tonight. And then shout out to my brother. I know I'm always behind the scenes and he's out front because I got to make sure everything is running well. So that's our little duo. But I want to thank my brother and Miss Judy, who introduced this to us. So I just want to thank him for always pulling me along. He'll just tell me and I'm jumping right in whatever he's doing. But before I go any further, we have 2 young ladies. We got Dr. Amika McNeil and her husband, Curtis McNeil, which we call him Macafloat Enterprise, and they hit platinum director in July But I want to talk about them first. I want Dr. O to come up because she hit director, but then when she got to New Orleans, she had a whole different outlook on the training. You know, she's a businesswoman. We know that because she got doctor in front of her name. So, you know, she does a lot of things. Marketing, when I say a marketing guru, those that was there, you could tell she's in business. She had the camera set up with the, you know, fur all on it, you know. So, but when she seen the trainers and heard, something clicked in her mind that said, oh, we could take this to a whole different level. You know, they were fine with just, okay, getting a 3 and just moving on because the finances, they wasn't looking at the finances, but came back and she signed somebody up last night or day before. So they have $100 on the bonus money. So, and then they have like 4 other people for in the week, this week coming up. So it's been exciting coming back from New Orleans and seeing the team run and putting people in, have somebody signing up right now. So it's just been exciting. So Dr. O, if you can unmute your phone and come up at this time. Hey, I know she has some things going on in her personal life, so she's gonna have to jump off. So I wanted to call her first. But Dr. O, could you tell Todd and the Facebook land and everybody what you experienced when you were in New Orleans?
It was, first, I just want to thank each and every individual because it starts at the top and it trickles down. It was like a light bulb went off. You know, you see on the cartoons where they get a thought and that light bulb in the corner, it gets really, really bright, like it was blinding after New Orleans. Like the training, the perspectives from all different directions, it was something like a battery that charged myself and my husband, and we are just excited for, you know, what this company is going to be able to do for so many people that for all of the people that we're going to share it with. The mindset from my brother, from my leader, oh my goodness, he just motivates me anyway. Just his attitude, him as a man, him as an individual, as a believer, he just motivates me in every way possible. So to hear him speak, because that would be the first time that I've ever heard him speak on the level like that, was, oh my goodness, it was just deep down. And then for everybody else, Pastor Mel, Apostle Wilson, Ambassador, Dr. Phyllis, oh my God, Dr. Phyllis. Woo. She just, I was sitting there like, and I was recording, and I can in part where I'm recording her, there's a part in there after I went back and looked at it that my camera started leaning and I had to come back and get back focused again. And I can hear myself and all of the oohs and the ahs and my God. And it's like, this is what we're supposed to be doing. We're not new to network marketing, multi-level marketing. We've done it in the past, been in it for over 10 years. And we said, yeah, we just want our 3 and free. We good with all of the rest. But now it's like we are on charge. We are it's like we're at the starting line and we are ready to go.
Awesome. And then I want to say they're 4 away from hitting 1-star director. So we're excited about that as well. So, yeah, got some things in the works, and I mean, we moving along. Everybody's excited, and that's what training is about, to get people, you know, we always say you got to stay close to the campfire. So if you're not close to the fire, then it's gonna die down. So, you know, if you're not putting the wood on there, it's gonna eventually go out. So you have to have those people around you that's motivating you, and that you can see that it's more than what your 3 and free can do for you.
Absolutely. And then I wanted to also say this to you, Ro, like, listen, I didn't mention your name, but I appreciate you as well. Because it's like between you and my brother, it's like, okay, if one is talking, then the other one is talking. And I just appreciate everything that you do for Squad Up.
Thank you.
And like, listen, we ready to go.
Yes, yes.
In the words of my brother, let's go.
Let's go. All right. Thank you, Dr. O, for that.
So Dr. O said, let's go.
Right. So she was excited. Then we have Miss Joanne Leak, who her husband joined first, Mr. Mark Leak, and she was just going to be in the background and just edge him on and like, hey, dude. So then she finally got her own site. So at this time, I'm going to call the Leaks up, but Mark, don't you say anything. It's ladies' night tonight. So Miss Leak, can you tell me what excited you? What changed your mind? Because Miss Leak is also a business owner. She owns a salon, a big salon in North Carolina. And for her to even say, Nene, I'm thinking about giving up the salon, I was like, what? That wasn't in the plans. You was just supposed to come and just go on a few trips. So tell everybody what changed your mind when you were in New Orleans.
That Dr. Terry opened my eyes up.
Okay.
And when I sat there and I said, what? This is really real. And she said something, same spot, different season. I'm at a different season in my life. And right now, all I want to do is see the world. And I can do it with my husband. And at first Mark was so out the box. He said, I could see us retiring doing this. I could see us retiring doing it. Like, what? I said, okay, I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna be quiet. But when we went on this last tour in New Orleans, and I heard Dr. Mill, I heard Dr. Deborah, Coach D, I heard TJ, I heard Todd. I mean, I heard all of them. And it was just like, whew. I was like, out the box. And I'm not going to stay in this box. And I don't have to stay behind that chair. When I got all these people wanting to see what we doing. When we put this stuff on Facebook, it's just like, everybody was like, why is that girl smiling so hard? And then Mark put something on Facebook like, you see that smile she got on her face? That's what I'm planning on keeping on her face. And I was like, what? He put that on Facebook? I couldn't believe it. So now, this is just an aha moment. And I am so happy to be with y'all. I am so happy. And with Ro, even her brother, that's all I can say. I'm about to jump out my skin. That's where I am with that. And I really am very, very, very excited for being with y'all on Travorium. I just was going to be in the background. He was going to be the face.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't going to do anything. But when Dr. Phyllis Terry said, how many people have y'all talked to today? 3, maybe 5? As soon as she said that, I started pushing it in my phone. I was doing one of the Medea things, just pushing buttons. So when I pushed that button and said send, it was like everybody was sending those things right back to me like, I want to see what that's about. So now it's just like 10 people had 3 to join, I think. Yeah, I had about 10 people on.
Yeah.
And about 3 to join.
Yeah. And she tied on break. She had somebody join on break while we were in New Orleans. And so then she had somebody. So she's at $300 of Mr. Hart's money. And then got some more people lined up for this week as well. But I just want to give a shout out because she came back running in the week. Last week, she had over 15 people on Zoom. And she don't send it out. Mark does all like the communicating with their friends and family, but she had over 15 people jump on the Zoom. So we got a lot of follow-ups. We got a lot of A's. So we'll be working this next week or two, just getting everybody situated and put in the system. But I want to thank you, Joanne and Mark, for believing in us when we brought this opportunity to you. I know it took you 11 months, Mark, to jump on. and you still shooting yourself in the foot, but we thank you for finally getting the vision.
Hey, congratulations, Mark and Joanne.
Thank you.
And so now I'm just gonna give my brother, he talks, so I'm gonna let him say some words. You know he can't sit over there muted. So I'm gonna step back, Todd, and let him finish the rest. I just want to thank you again, Todd, for having Squad Up on and letting you see the excitement from the team and where we're gonna go. So this is just the beginning.
Well, Renithia, congratulations on 2-star. I know it's going to be a
Thank
done
you.
deal in 24 hours.
Yes.
Congratulations, Joanna Mark, on 1-star. I know it's going to be done next 24 hours. So congratulations to the whole squad showing up tonight. We even got the
Yes.
dog in the house.
Yeah, JoJo, that's nephew.
Goodness, what's good, everybody? Yeah, he been missing me, y'all. I'm finally home after being gone from New Orleans, straight from New Orleans to Orlando, from Orlando to Detroit. Finally home, so he's excited to have me here. So he's being a baby, but super excited, you guys. He really like get off this call. I'm supposed to get all this attention, but but I'm super excited for everybody that's on the team. My sis, Miki, I love you, sis. Dr. O, they was called Dr. O, but to the McNeils, that's my family right there as well. Mark Leak and Joanne Leaks, the Leaks, man. We've had 2 great months of nothing but good times, right along with in March when we was out there for training with us with Team Legacy, doing the Team Legacy training that we did in March, and we had an amazing time. So 3 times I got to hang out with you guys this year, and it's been nothing but amazing. Every time, right? But but yeah, we're definitely super excited with the growth of the team, the entire Travorium as a whole. You saw those numbers come across that for July, you guys. Like you said, July is like December. Right? They say Christmas in July, so people are all on vacations, right? In July, and then December, everybody's worried about getting Christmas out the way, right? So December, so that's just how it goes throughout the year. But guess what? Because of the product we have, like Todd said, we got it. We got the deal. So we're going to be out on vacation. Why not share it with people and show them ways that they can save and get the same prices that we're getting, and also add an extra stream of income? It just makes sense. So I'm super excited with the team. I'm super excited with what everybody's doing, because I mean, across the board, everybody is blowing up after last month. I don't know. I'm just telling you that training, and I just know the Paris training is just going to take it even to another level. I really hate that I can't go. I think I didn't overdid my travel for this year. So I still got like 3 more places to go this year, but I'm super excited for everybody. Can't wait to see everybody else come back and be even more fired up. Like you said, stay around that campfire. That's what fires you up, right? That's when Travorium gets in you, right? You got to let it get in you, right? And you'll be able to go out there and share with people and get excited, and then get them the same excitement by locking them into this training, locking them into the corporate call, locking them into Saturday training. Just, y'all, we got the easy button right here. We got the easiest button there is
Easy
out
button.
there.
There you are with that easy button, man. I love that easy
We
button.
got the easy button, y'all, and I love an easy button, right? And I've been pushing it right here with Travorium, because guess what? Pushing that easy button got me one of those fancy rings, right? Todd, so I'm super excited about that, and can't wait to see more of the team get them one of these amazing rings, because it really do spark conversation. They think you're a Super Bowl winner or something. But yes, thank you so much for this opportunity, Todd, and thank you so much, team, and everybody's out there doing great. Keep hanging in there, keep showing, and keep growing.
In fact, Thomas, you and Renithia are just such incredible ambassadors for the company. You guys travel all the time. You're building a big team, all that kind of stuff. Between the two of you, how many places have you been already this year? Not the places you're about to go, just the places you've already been.
Well, we're coming in for month 8. I think I've been somewhere at least one place every month this year. So that counts. That puts it at 7. But I've been some months multiple places. So yeah,
It's kind of hard. Between 15 and 16.
Wow. Absolutely.
And then
incredible.
we leave. We kind of sad. We leave next week. While everybody will be in Paris, I'm officiating a wedding in North Carolina. So sad, because Dr. Phil will be in Paris. So hopefully I'm trying to keep another day so I could stay and see her, because you know I have to hang out with Regina. So I'm trying to stay an extra day so I could see her when she fly back in. But we would have been there, but that was planned. The wedding was planned last year, so
Yeah.
we're gonna miss that.
Yeah, we're gonna
But
miss
we'll be
that.
ready for the next one because we're getting ready because we ready. We want some Louis Vuitton experiences.
There you go.
Yeah, there's no doubt both of you guys are going to be ambassadors.
we-
It's just
It will give you the Louis Vuitton experience. Let's focus on getting that team built. Let's go.
Right. Yeah.
Let's go.
It's all about, you know what, travel is great. When you think about it, especially for the people that are on this call tonight, travel is just the byproduct of what we do. It's not even the main product.
Nope.
What we need to focus on is the daily residual pay and creating financial freedom through this opportunity and creating residual-based income. Residual-based income is not trading dollars for hours. Residual-based income is that you build a business, put a plan in place, and through the inspiration of others that catch the same vision that you have, that's what takes over, and that's what creates duplication, and that's what grows a business. And that's what creates that residual-based income or that daily residual pay. And there's nothing more powerful than creating daily residual pay. And that's what the goal here is to empower people to go out and create an income through this opportunity called Travorium. And the byproduct is travel. That's not the main product. The main product is opportunity and creating residual pay. You guys were on point tonight. I was in the background just listening. I just wanted to come on and share with that.
Amen.
Now, great job, Ronita. Appreciate you.
Thank
Great
you.
job, guys.
Thank you so much, Mr. Hart.
amen, amen. I tell you what, we're going to go to two more people real quick. We're going to close this up. Number one, I want to go to Ryan Vanderpool just for a moment here because both Thomas and Renithia, they brought on two people tonight who both pointed to an event as being the catalyst that said, you know what, maybe I do want to take this to a new level. I want to go to a place I've never been before. And if we do have Ryan here tonight, I want Ryan just to kind of share super quickly that he went to an event. We'll see if we have him here. There you are. So
Yeah.
Ryan, if you don't mind, just real quickly, kind of go back to last November, because obviously you've known Mr. Hart 30 years, you've known me forever, but you were an executive in the car industry. I mean, they pay you buku bucks. I mean, you've got an incredible living. You didn't necessarily think you were going to be doing something like this, but then what happened?
Well, you guys were talking about going down to Cancun, and I had a bunch of points. I mean, I was in the business, wasn't doing much at that point in time, but you guys were all going to Cancun, you and Gina. And for those of you that know, my wife Tammy and Gina have been best friends since they were 5 years old. So we're all very, very close friendship wise. And so we decided to take that trip. And it wasn't a fact that I didn't know how to network, and I wasn't a networker. I was just busy in another world of my life, helping run a good friend of mine's dealership commercial department. So anyways, Todd and I had been having conversations, and David and I had been having little conversations, but I just wasn't engaged. I was a director. Was I a 1-star, Todd? I might've been a 1-star. I don't know. I don't remember. But, we went on that trip. We went down to Cancun, and I was embraced by everybody. I didn't know half the people there. But the next thing you know, I'm just being embraced by people. How are you? Oh, Ryan, we've heard your name. We've seen you on a call. And by day 5, we have to leave because I got to go back to my job. What Todd is staying, Dave is staying, Adele is staying. We have dinner the last night. David's like, hey, guys, why don't tomorrow morning, let's get up. Let's go get some massages. Maybe we'll golf tomorrow. Ryan, how about we go deep sea fishing on Tuesday? I'm like, David, I got to go back to work. I'm going home. And it was all of this event, the beautiful people, Dave invited me to stay a little longer, that it was just my aha moment. I think that was the moment. It was my aha moment. We flew home and Tammy and I talked, and I'm like, honey, I'm out of my mind. I've known David for 30 years. Todd's my best friend. These guys are just absolutely on fire. And I'm sitting on the sidelines. How is that even possible? And then we came back home and went to work, Todd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's the power of event. For those who don't know, Mr. Hart announced it tonight. I think, Ryan, what do you like, maybe 5 shy of ambassador?
Yeah, we're 5 shy. We're
Yeah.
5.
So yeah, Ryan's about to be an ambassador. So I mean, so to go from
All right.
am I even in the business in November of one event that he plugged into, and then now to an ambassador, basically, 9 months later, right? But that's the power of going to an event. That's the power that, of going to Paris. That's the power of being in Cancun. You might be thinking, well, I miss New Orleans. It's too late to go to Paris. No, it's not. Paris ain't for a week. You still get a plane ticket, but
It's not too late. I got my ticket today to fly into Paris.
That's right. That's right. It is not
Damn
too late.
nice.
It
It is
not
not
too-
too late. And by the way, out of LA, it was only, it wasn't very bad at all. I was blown away how cheap actually the direct flights are out of LA. So I don't know where everybody else is, but
A shout out to Dean, by the way, because Dean went to the event in New Orleans and he then said, you know what, I'm going to Paris too. Last second, he decided to come to Paris. It's not too late to come to Paris if you can do it. But if you don't make it, hey, guess what? We got Cancun at the end of September through October. Do not miss it. It is something that can absolutely just turn your business on fire and make it happen, where you're sitting here like Thomas Flower saying, yeah, that's right, I'm about to be a 3-star. You got Renithia, that's right, I'm like 2 away from being a 2-star. You got Mark and the great couple tonight. Hey man, we're just like, a few away from being 1-star. It doesn't matter where you're at. You're just an event away from your business getting on fire. And what I want to do real quick is I want to get Mr. Daryl Roberts, our birthday champion, just an incredible individual, him and Maria, 2 of the greatest people. In fact, they're in a place right now in Southern California, a place that normally goes for, I'll let him tell you the whole story about what that place goes for. But hey, Daryl, I'm going to have you close this whole thing up, buddy. But happy birthday to you. It's an amazing time to be part of our company. So many incredible things going on. Your business is on fire. Everyone you're working with is on fire. So take it away.
Man, I just say I would have been content not to be on here tonight. I literally was just crying listening to Ronithia and TJ and all the folks that went to the event and came back. Ro, you are a bad lady. That's all I got to say is, hey, I'm just going to duck and get out of your way. Let's just make it clear. I'm going to duck and get out of your way. I'm not going to slow you down. So it was just amazing. I mean, I'm having the best birthday ever in the history of birthdays out there. I see that Mark and the leaks out there. Just proud of you guys and what you guys are doing. Unbelievable. But Tom, I'm not going to say much tonight other than I'm just blown away at the leadership, what's going on. A shout out to a new guy that just came on board, David Douglas out of Northern California. When you hear his story, David, if you're still on here tonight, man, we're going to have you on here. He does luxury vacations to Dubai, and he saw the value of adding this to his current business. So, I mean, it's just things are happening, guys. And like everybody's saying, we're just getting started. So if you're in, whether you've been in for a month or 2 or a year or 2 or whatever the case may be, if you decide to draw a line in the sand and say, today is the day when I heard Ronithia and TJ and that squad up group and talk about what happened at the event, and this is the day that is going to change my life, guys, you can do that and go to a whole nother level. And I'm just excited for all of you guys. And I'm excited that I said yes to Todd and to Dave many years ago, even though they had to follow up multiple times because we were doing things. So Todd, with that, man, I'm gonna throw it back. I'm just blown away. David Hart, can't wait to see what the new site looks. We have the most amazing company, and Dave is paying out tens of thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of dollars to all of us every single week. I can't wait. Who can't wait till it gets to $1 million a week that he's paying out to all of you, all of us in the field? Well, that day is coming, and it's coming a lot sooner than most of you think. So get excited, plug in, and pay attention, and let's go to work. God bless everybody. I'm excited more than I've ever been. Here's Maria's hand.
Yeah, we see the hand model there, and the producer. Hi, Miss Maria. And for everybody out there, I think one final thought I want to make a note of. Mark the calendar down, write the day down. Man, I was there before they even had the platform. You love this platform. You should have seen the one that I was on way back when, right? Yeah. Because if you could have been there in the early days of Facebook, it did not look like what Facebook looks like today. right? The early days of that platform look like something completely different. Celebrate that you're all here at the beginning. You're all here pioneers. Some of you were here before we even had 2 points for every dollar. You were here before we had world tours. You were here before we had getaways. Some of you were here before we even had the free trip incentive. Some of you were here when all we had was great travel prices. That's all we had. And so celebrate the milestones along the way. Celebrate before you were here, before we ever had those 2-star rings like you see my man. Thomas, you got to become like the official model of that ring. Because when you show that ring, it looks so much brighter than mine. I mean, you put that thing up there. I'm like, did you get more diamonds than me? that thing looked unbelievable, right? But I mean, celebrate the moment, celebrate where we are as a company. Celebrate, man, I am here at the beginning. I am a pioneer. I was here before all this other stuff that's about to happen. And just know, if you keep doing the right things, even when the wrong things are happening, keep the faith. You too are going to arrive at some point that's going to make you really, really, really happy. Again, Ronithia, you were incredible tonight. Thomas, you were incredible tonight. Joanne and Mark, by the way, congratulations to you guys. Hey, Mark, don't forget to call me, man. We had that conversation in Memphis, right? Your phone ain't broke, is it?
Right.
Just
No, sir, it ain't broke.
all right, good. You don't forget to call me. Hey, Dr. Phyllis, have a great time in Greece. She's got 12 people. There she is. You know, she ain't on the dock of the bay. So, Dr.
Right.
Phyllis, we're going to give you the last word tonight because you're taking 12 people to Greece, and then we're going to see you in Paris.
Yes, we are excited. In just a few hours, we're finishing up the last bit. And this is an amazing thing that the majority of them are all new partners who have never been to Greece. And then we're heading. They said, you know what, we've seen you to do the travel. We're going to follow you. We know you know what you're doing, and we're going to head on to Paris. They're excited about coming to Paris. And I'm telling you, Travorium makes it happen. Mr. Hart, you are the bum.com, and you make people have freedom in life. We are so thankful for you having a heart like you do. If it wasn't for you and doing this, we would not be able to experience the world like this. Thank you again. We're just in a few hours, we'll be boarding the flight to Greece.
Wow, absolutely incredible. Everybody, we thank you for being here tonight. We'll be back again tomorrow night with the opportunity presentations, double bonuses, all the way to August 7th. Go get some of that Dave Hart money. By the way, a lot of people are running the promo. Hey, you know what? I don't make just $50 on a platinum. I'm making $100 on the platinum. You know what I'm going to do? If you come on board for a platinum, I'm going to kick that 100 back to you. You can join for $199 instead of $299. That could accelerate your business. You don't have to do it, but a lot of people are doing it. It's making things happen. So go out there and grow.
Oh,
Look at Dave.
you're telling secrets now. There you go. Telling secrets.
Man, we're giving that Dave Hart money away.
Oh man. Oh, Dr. Phyllis Terry, you are just amazing. So I just think I enjoyed your presentation last Saturday, or when we were in New Orleans. You had me smiling and laughing, talking a lot of wisdom out there. Wanted to share that. Ryan Vanderpool, rock on, baby. Let's go.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Thanks, everybody.
Good night.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Congratulations to everybody. Congrats.
Have a great trip, Dr. Phyllis.
Yes.
Thank you.
See you in
We'll
Paris,
see
Dr.
We'll
Phyllis.
see you in Paris.
All right, you got it.
Safe travels.
Good night.
See you in
Good
Paris,
night.
Ryan.